My name is Dan Vanderweide. I'm with Tektronix, and we're here at the European Conference on Optical Communications to show our latest developments in coherent signal analysis and single-mode fiber. The main thing that we're showing here at this show is our new OM5110 46 gigabaud multi-format optical transmitter. So what this allows you to do is to drive all four ports or any combination of those ports with signals from either a programmable pattern generator or an arbitrary waveform generator that allows you to define any arbitrary waveform and consequently do multi-level signaling such as QAM. What we're showing here is using the programmable pattern generator at 32 gigabaud. What we're able to do is set the modulator control panel up to accommodate different levels of signaling and consequently different binary signals versus multi-level signals, so that the user can simply specify the nature of the input signal with a couple of radio buttons and selection pull-downs. And the consequence of that is that the entire optical modulator as well as the radio frequency driver amplifiers are automatically controlled for the nature of the signal. This is extremely convenient for customers and allows us to get very high quality signals that can be tracked over temperature during the course of the day in a laboratory. What we're also showing here in our analysis tool is the ability, of course, to analyze not only the constellation but also the eye diagrams associated with this 32 gigabaud QPSK signal. Not only are we able to analyze eye diagrams, but we're also able to look at a variety of optical carriers, each of which can have its own modulation. So we're able to specify not only a list of optical carriers, each with its own modulation, but we're also able to apply a custom Nyquist filter associated with that particular carrier so that we can retrieve the optimally filtered result and show it in an eye diagram format and a constellation format as shown here. So you can see all the constellation measurements, eye diagram measurements, and everything else associated with this special filtering technique. As an example, we can show not only the filter that we're using here, a user-specified Nyquist filter, but we're also able to show you, for example, what happens with a raised cosine filter and the nature of the filter passband as well as the filtered result and its effect on the eye diagram and constellation. So in this way you can emulate any receiver with any number of carriers and any modulation format per carrier to give you a complete receiver emulation toolkit that is paired very well with the transmitter that we're offering here. Now I'd like to show you a little bit about our multi-level formatting using the arbitrary waveform generator. Over here what we're showing is the Tektronix AWG-70001A arbitrary waveform generator, which is a single channel 50 gigasample per second AWG. What we're able to do is we're able to take a test waveform, run it through the arbitrary waveform generator, through our OM5110 46 gigabaud multi-format transmitter, and then into our OM4106D 33 gigahertz receiver. This is a polarization diverse receiver, of course, that mixes an unmodulated local oscillator with the unknown signal so that we get the four components or tributaries of the signal as horizontal and vertical polarizations, each with in-phase and quadrature components. That raw data signal is analyzed by our software using MATLAB, of course, and the resultant display is shown here. In this particular case, when we take a reference waveform and we use it to effectively probe the linear impairments of the entire system, then we can generate a new waveform with a PRBS and, in this case, 4 levels, so that is pre-compensated to overcome any of the linear impairments that are in the system. So this pre-compensated waveform is then loaded into the arbitrary waveform generator, and the result is shown here. You can see a single polarization 16-palm signal operating at 28 gigabaud. That gives you confidence that you can create about any measurement that you want up to 32 gigabaud of signal rate. So in summary, Tektronix is showing for the first time at the European Conference on Optical Communications a complete end-to-end solution that includes signal generation options, a multi-format optical transmitter capable of handling linear and nonlinear modulation, as well as a very sophisticated oscilloscope and receiver analysis software suite. Thank you very much.